to do what you do. In fact, probably better also.
You
don't
care how much money you have. This is family. This is blood. This is our legacy. It's not going anywhere, guys. So why don't y'all just take it somewhere else, man? I don't care how much money you have, Mr. Suit and Tie.
All right, what's going on here? Come on, Doc. Jake! This is exactly what I'm talking about. Medic! PD Hog! And his opponent tonight, weighing in 220 pounds from Peach Ford, Tennessee, sensational Wayne Atkins!
All right, Joe Wheeler, we got two-time Southern States heavyweight champion Wayne Atkins in here. PD Hog, I really don't know much about him, but Joe, you say you do, so go ahead and drop the knowledge on the audience.
Well, PD Hog is a second-generation wrestler from right here in East Tennessee. His father was a tremendous competitor for years and years, and PD's kind of known as a bit of a street fighter, if you will, as he definitely grown up hard on the streets of East Tennessee, and he's a tough competitor. There's no two ways about it. Hopefully Wayne will be able to get past him because PD can certainly fight, and he can fight dirty.
Well, I'm glad you gave us that observation, Joe. Something to keep an eye out for, especially for Wayne Atkins. But good arm drag there by Wayne Atkins to ground PD Hog. I tell you what, Hog's going to have his work cut out for him. I mean, they may say some that think that Atkins is slow, but you and I both know that's a total falsehood. This man can go. This man's still got a lot of speed. This man's got a ton of gas left in the tank.
Absolutely does, as Wade is staying focused on that arm of PD, at least for the time being. And, of course, Wade's former Southern States Wrestling heavyweight champion and been a tremendous competitor for many years here in Southern States Wrestling. But got hip tossed right there as PD caught him coming in, but he missed that elbow by a country mile, as they say. Wade Atkins back on a vertical base, pulls his man into a side headlock position as Wade Atkins back under control.
Yeah, Wayne Atkins with a great side headlock there, wrenching it in on PD Hog. And that's what you need to do, because that goes up straight onto the carotid artery. That cuts off the circulation. That cuts off that blood flow. Side headlock takeover now, thou. And you see Atkins also put Hog's shoulders down on the mat. Hog needs to be careful, as you see, just lifting it up there so he doesn't get pinned, Joe.
Absolutely. Referee Jeremy Westwood on top of the action as always in Southern States Wrestling. Fans, want to remind you, Thanksgiving Extravaganza, November 25th, next week at the Armed Forces Center in Mount Carmel, Tennessee. It's going to be a huge night, and of course, we've already announced it's going to be Daniel Richards versus Bruiser Bob.
I know, I can't even keep track of it. 32nd year, and that big 8-man tag where Bo James could lose control, or not even control, ownership. See, I'm even flustered by this, of Southern States Wrestling.
A lot going on here, fans. Bottom line is November 25th, Mount Carmel, Tennessee is the place to be for Southern States Wrestling, as it's going to be a tremendous night. As Wade Atkins now made his way back up vertical base, caught his man with a couple of hard forearms right there as he's got PD staggered. Takes the Irish whip, got reversed here, and PD caught him with that elbow coming across. As back and forth, it's been a fairly even match between these two guys so far.
Yeah, you look at those kicks by PD Hog, just like a soccer player drilling the ball into the net. This is what you were talking about with that street fighting style, Joe. You just use the toe of your foot.
Right, rather than the flat of your foot or the top, and I'm sure his dad, J.D. Hog, taught him these lovely techniques, because J.D. is, you talk about a roughhouse, tough-nosed brawler. His dad definitely falls into that category, and he taught his son well.
I'm sure you know it better than anyone, Joe. But Atkins fighting back up to the vertical base now and swinging around here. Good leverage. Whoa! Oh, I thought Atkins was going to break free, but Hog really showing me something impressive here with that.
he was able to control the situation and reverse it and got Wade back under his control. Kind of a surfboard type maneuver here, driving that knee into the back and pulling back on those arms, which puts a ton of pressure on all your vertebrae up and down your back and spine. And that, of course, could be extremely painful. As Atkins is trying to make his way out, I thought maybe he was going to go for the ropes, but it looks like he's trying to reverse it again.
Yeah, I was surprised. Oh, he does get the reversal this time. And fundamental wrestling on display now, Joe Wheeler. You control the wrist, you control the movement of your opponent. And Wayne Atkins knows that better than anybody. We saw Hog drop to a knee, but fighting over back again here. Oh, well, that knee to the midsection will stop anybody, Joe Wheeler.
Yeah, it certainly will. He caught him with that one. May have even been a little low, but PD back in now with a blatant chokehold here as he's got Wade pinned up in the corner. As PD Hog, he better stay after him because you don't want to give Wade Atkins a moment to catch his breath because he will come back at you like a house of fury.
Oh, absolutely. You can blink an eye, just a little bit of an eyelash, and Wayne Atkins is back at it. You and I have seen that time and time again.
Absolutely, absolutely. Tenacious competitor. And, of course, that's why he's a former Southern States Wrestling champion, is because of that tenacity. And he knows how to fight and come back. Fans, we do appreciate everybody tuning in and checking out Southern States Wrestling, no matter how you may be joining us all across this great world of ours. Be sure to check us out on Facebook, X, and all forms of social media as Southern States Wrestling on the move.
Yeah, and speaking of on the move, Atkins trying to get on the move to those ropes, fingertips away, and we'll have to finally break free. Hog with a clean break there. You know, Joe, I thought Hog would have taken advantage of that 5 count and got really close because of his street fighting tech. Well, never mind.
He's standing on his throat now. It's all good. Hey, you never know what these guys will do sometimes, and that's a perfect example. And PD went right back to his street fighting, what he knows best.
Yeah, this is the way you do it. You just pound away at your opponent. Atkins knows that, swinging hard rights and lefts now like a house of fire. Atkins coming alive. Down goes Hog. Can Atkins rock Hog again? Yeah.
Series of hard right hands. He's got him as he's in for a cover, and got a 2 count on that one. I wasn't sure for a moment there. And PD goes right to the eyes there, which is a very basic but effective maneuver, needless to say, because that'll hurt anybody no matter how big they are.
Yeah, the eye rake waters the eyes, makes it so you can't see. You're almost fighting just on movement there. Atkins trying to do it now. You got to wonder if his vision's come back already. Must so, but the way that he hit that elbow on Hog, going for a cover here, lateral press, hooks the leg, and no.
Wow, that was close. That was very close. As Wade Atkins now bringing PD Hog up, as he's got to figure out the right combination to put him away. Got reversed right there. PD coming in and caught him with a splash right there in the corner. As PD Hog has been able to turn the tables in his favor here. PD's feeling confident. Yeah, he's feeling confident.
Uh-oh, there's that speed we were talking about. Atkins with a roll-up. That could be it. There we go.
There you have it. Wade Atkins is your winner of the contest, defeating PD Hog here in great matchup and good victory for Wade Atkins here in Southern States Wrestling.
Cutting Edge Entertainment offers the very best in DJ services, MC services, party music, karaoke, professional sound for any event. Great for weddings, birthday parties, anniversaries, concerts, school dances, bar mitzvahs, charity events, and any social gathering you may have. Cutting Edge Entertainment, done the way you want it, dependable, and ready to meet your needs. Did I mention affordable? It's not just an event, it's a holiday tradition. Southern States Wrestling presents the 32nd annual Thanksgiving Extravaganza. Saturday, November 25th, 7:30 p.m. Armed Forces Reserve Center Armory, 399 Highway 11W in Mount Carmel, Tennessee, just 1 mile west of Kingsport. In the main event that will not be seen on our programming, it's the fight of the year for control of Southern States Wrestling. Who will survive this 8-man elimination match as Daniel Richards and his thugs battle the King of Kingsport, Bo James, and his family? If Richards and his team wins, Daniel becomes the new owner of Southern States Wrestling. If the family wins, Richards and his gang must disband. Plus 5 other big matches. The only way to see all of the action is you have to be there live and in person. We will also be collecting non-perishable food items and new toys for Hunger First of the Tri-Cities to help those in our community in need also have a happy holiday season. It's all on the line. The Thanksgiving Extravaganza, Saturday, November 25th, 7:30 p.m. Armed Forces Reserve Center Armory, 399 Highway 11W, Mount Carmel, Tennessee, just 1 mile west of Kingsport. Don't you dare miss it. Be there.
All right, wrestling fans, Joe Wheeler here with Wade Atkins and Shawn Cruz, and just trying to get a little bit more to the rest of the story here with you guys. Is there's still tension between you two?
I'd be lying if I said there wasn't, and I get it, Wayne. I genuinely do, and I know you think that this is about me coming back, and this is about me wanting to, I don't know, somehow get you back somehow. That's not what this is. Dan Richards and Murphy Costigan, I know how they think. Murphy said my son's name. I'm going to rip his soul out one way or the other. This isn't about a comeback, Wayne. This is about me needing you and you needing me and us needing Bo and us needing to get rid of them. I get it. I understand. Please, one time. Haven't I proved myself yet? Haven't I proved myself yet?
You can keep that hand to yourself, because one night, one good match where me and you, we did work together, and I could feel the continuity there that could have been. But you ruined that a long, long time ago, and I don't think that you'll ever get it back, because it's like this right here, Joe Wheeler. I've got enough guys trying to hurt me, trying to put me down, trying to put me out of professional wrestling. I don't need Shawn Cruz coming back and trying to do the same thing.
I'm just
So
not.
it's a no.
There's more to be told here, fans.
Get that.
He is the richest man north of Richmond from Washington, D.C., weighing at 250 pounds, Daniel Richards. He is accompanied to ringside by the fixer, Lawrence. And the one his Southern States Wrestling debut, weighing in at 250 pounds from Spartan, Kentucky. He is the American Spartan, Zach
I tell you, Joe Wheeler, I'm looking at this, and I've never seen Dan Richards actually have to face somebody so... Daniel Richards, excuse me, being corrected by the man who could potentially be my new boss if his team is victorious tonight at the 32nd Annual Extravaganza.
Yeah, you better straighten up, Jonathan. We're both liable to get fired by Daniel Richards. But I tell you what, in the meantime, he's got to get past the Spartan here in this matchup. And the Spartan comes to us with great credentials, but that means nothing to Daniel Richards, as he is going right after this man and got him in a reverse chin-lock position here and got him grounded. As Richards, he's not scared of anybody. He'll fight them all.
No, you know what? The point I was going to try to make before Daniel Richards publicly admonished me is the fact that you take a look, weight, they're even. Height, they're almost even. Daniel Richards usually towers over his competitors. This is going to be a different type of matchup for Daniel Richards here.
That's true. Richards going right after him, though. Nice headlock takeover there as he's got the Spartan grounded at this point. Spartan trying to find a reversal. Rolls him up there. Got a quick 1 count. Richards back on his feet here. But you're right, though. The Spartan is a large man, and he matches up well with Richards, especially even height-wise.
Yeah, collar and elbow tie-up. Yeah, Richards usually has like a reach advantage or something he can go to, but this is not the case here. See, look at the way that Richards... He normally would just grab the ankles and the head on a smaller man, but he can't with
the Spartan.
With the Spartan, excuse me.
Yeah, he wasn't able to pull that off as he's now focusing his attack on the head and shoulder area here with this chin lock. But the Spartan, he's not giving up. He's going right at him. He'll send him into the ropes here. Big hip toss takeover there by the Spartan. And now, he took a moment of hesitation, and he got a boot in the face for it.
Okay, so this is going to be the check in Richard's column is the veteran experience. I mean, the American Spartan, yeah, he's a menacing figure in height and weight, but still relatively new to the sport of professional wrestling.
That's true. He just got him up. Got a quick 2 count on Richards right there. But, yeah, the Spartan is new. He is making his debut here in Southern States Wrestling tonight. And, he's got a long road to hoe if he thinks he's going to walk in here and beat Daniel Richards right off the bat.
Yeah. But, I mean, what a good way to test yourself here in Southern States Wrestling. You come in, you sign that open contract. Daniel Richards puts his name on the line. You know what you're going up against. One of the toughest here in Southern States Wrestling.
Absolutely. And he's got a cover. He got 2 as the Spartan was able to kick out of that situation. Yeah, I mean, Daniel Richards has held the Southern States Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. I mean, he's got several years of great matches under his belt. Nobody likes the guy as a person because of the way he acts, the way he talks down and is demeaning to people, but you can't take away his in-ring ability.
No, not at all. That's, wow! Slam there and a hook of the leg. I can't remember the last time I seen somebody toss Richards like that.
And Spartan powered him into that, too. I mean, just raw powered him in as Richards caught him with that elbow coming across there. As Richards realized he's got a fight on his hands here. This guy's not a pushover by any means.
Yeah, Richards is smart. He's going to probably end up using Lawrence, the fixer, who's out here.
Got a cover and got 2, and Spartan was able to kick out. And you're right, Jonathan, we got to keep an eye on Lawrence.
Well, you see there with Richards, he just stuck his tongue out. The arrogance that this man has to think he's going to be able to keep the American Spartan down after 1 or 2 moves like that. That's not going to happen. Oh, look at that.
Spartan blocked him a second time here, and was able to execute standing vertical suplex there as the Spartan shows his experience as well, being able to block those suplexes. In for a cover, got the leg, got a 2 count only.
I mean, Joe, I can't remember the last time somebody took it to Daniel Richards like this. I mean, you reverse a suplex, which is normally what Daniel Richards' go-to is here, and you do it with authority. You got the reverse chin lock applied now, slowing Daniel Richards down. Oh, jawbreaker, though.
Nice jaw jacker there by Richards. As, he's pulling tricks out of his book here because he's got his hands full with the American Spartan. No question about that. But Richards also seems to be getting a bit frustrated now. Oh, and a shot right to the throat there.
Yeah, and for all the matches you've called here in Southern States Wrestling, Joe, you know if you get flustered, that could be the end of your match.
Absolutely. Once you lose your temper, you lose your thought train that you need. Richards takes him hard into the buckle right there with authority as the American Spartan. The rich man north of Richmond, he proclaims.
Yeah.
And he's ready to take over Southern States Wrestling.
And that's definitely a potential tonight here in Mount Carmel, Tennessee. Oh!
Nicely executed suplex. Richards in for a cover, but a bit arrogant, and it cost him 2 count only on that one. He did have the leg hooked, but he didn't have the weight back on the shoulders.
No, not at all. I mean, Daniel Richards at this point needs to understand that this is not your normal run-of-the-mill guy that comes into Southern States Wrestling. This is somebody that's coming to prove themselves and has held you to your own. So you can't just put a soft pin on somebody and think you're going to get the 3 count.
Absolutely. Absolutely. As the American Spartan, I believe, is a graduate of the Jacob Pritchard's Wrestling Academy over in Knoxville, Tennessee. And, nothing but the very best can carry that badge of honor being a graduate there.
Wait a minute, go for a pin. This could be an upset. Oh, sorry, Joe.
No, that was perfect because I was just speaking of his training. And he showed some of that good training right there in what he executed. And got a count on Richards, but both men, we've got a double knockout in the ring, and both men are knocked down. Referee Jeremy Westwood's got to toll the 10 count here and see who can get back on a vertical base.
Yeah, both men exhausted. That clothesline took a lot out of both of them with the force that the American Spartan used, and Richards just sticking his forearm and bicep up out there. Speed, wait a minute. Good clothesline by Zach Apollyon. Following it up with another one. Zach Apollyon feeling that this may be his night. Wait a minute, look at Lawrence.
Lawrence on the move here.
That little rat-faced think over there.
Lawrence has got the leg. He had the leg of the Spartan, and that distracted him. Allows Richards to come in. And Daniel Richards now trying to put a combination away, to put him away with.
And that could be all she wrote for Zach Apollyon, and it is.
That was a tough win for Daniel Richards right there, but he managed to pull it out.
That's the winner, Daniel Richards.
Joe, we could be looking at our new boss right now.
Lord, I hope not. The rich man from north of Richmond, and he is wanting to take over Southern States Wrestling.
Well, gentlemen, a week has passed. Saturday, November 25th, the big 8-man tag where your group could be disbanded.
Well, first of all, Mr. Telepresenter, you can take the thought of us being disbanded and put it out of your wee little mind. You see, the richest man north of Richmond, Daniel Richards, which is the proper way to address him, by the way, he's going to own Southern States Wrestling, and we are going to restore order here. Now you may address Daniel Richards.
Mr. Richards.
You know, time is ticking for you, Bo James. And the best part is, I think you and your team are going to just hand this asset, which is Southern States Wrestling, on to me on a silver platter. I'm not going to have to pay a dime for it, and you're going to make it easy because we're watching the monitor. Murphy and I are paying attention to what's going on in the other dressing room, and there is dissension within your ranks. You've got Shawn Cruz and Wayne Atkins. They can't get along no matter what. They've got this 20-year history. Things aren't changing there.
They squabble like school children.
It's embarrassing, almost as embarrassing as that watch. And not to mention Wayne's history with Bo, Shawn's history with Bo, the list goes on. We have been a united front running Southern States Wrestling for a year now. A year. We are united, and we will be stronger than ever after our event and our 8-man tag match coming up in November.
Saturday, November 25th, Mount Carmel, Tennessee. We will find the fallout.
In professional wrestling, legends aren't born, they're created. If you want to see how legends are created, every bump, every bruise, every tear, every drop of sweat, you've come to the right place.
It's not just an event, it's a holiday tradition. Southern States Wrestling presents the 32nd annual Thanksgiving Extravaganza. Saturday, November 25th, 7:30 p.m. Armed Forces Reserve Center Armory, 399 Highway 11W in Mount Carmel, Tennessee, just 1 mile west of Kingsport. In the main event that will not be seen on our programming, it's the fight of the year for control of Southern States Wrestling. Who will survive this 8-man elimination match as Daniel Richards and his thugs battle the King of Kingsport, Bo James, and his family? If Richards and his team wins, Daniel becomes the new owner of Southern States Wrestling. If the family wins, Richards and his gang must disband. Plus 5 other big matches. The only way to see all of the action is you have to be there live and in person. We will also be collecting non-perishable food items and new toys for Hunger First of the Tri-Cities to help those in our community in need also have a happy holiday season. It's all on the line. The Thanksgiving Extravaganza, Saturday, November 25th, 7:30 p.m. Armed Forces Reserve Center Armory, 399 Highway 11W, Mount Carmel, Tennessee, just 1 mile west of Kingsport. Don't you dare miss it. Be there.
Ladies and gentlemen of Southern States Wrestling, I've got some really bad news. See, in the recent matches I've had, I've been focused especially around my left knee, and unfortunately it's not good news at all. In fact, it's worse than I thought, and I'm afraid to tell you this, but I'm going to have to take some time away and just recuperate on my injuries. It's just too much. I don't know.
Yeah, the Blockbusters are heading back to the United Kingdom. And as disappointing as it is for us, we just want you all to know, all the Southern States Wrestling fans who've been so great to us, that the Blockbusters are going to be back. We will be back in Tennessee. And we cannot wait. Because like always, when we come back, it's going to be a blockbuster.
Bruiser Bob, you put that Southern States Heavyweight Championship on the line against former champion Murphy Costigan.
Ugh. Every time I hear that name, I just want to throw up in my mouth. Because Murphy Costigan! Oh, you like to run your mouth, don't you? You like to run your mouth. You want to talk down about my championship reign? And you want to talk down about the fact that I put this belt on the line every time I'm here in Southern States Wrestling? You want to know why I do that? Because I am a fighting champion, unlike you, who wants to try to duck away from defending that title. You try to find any way means to get away from defending the title, but not me, because when it comes to the fight, I bring it. Ain't that right, Jason?
That's right, and if Daniel Richards decides to get involved, I guess I'm just going to have to beat him up. I mean, what else is there to it, Bob?
That's right.
That's what's going to happen.
That's what I like about you,
That's
Jason.
it.
That's what I like. Because you, unlike the other three, including Lawrence, you actually take the fight straight on. Not from behind, not from anywhere. So, Murphy, I hope you're ready for the fight of your life, laddie. Because when it's all said and done, when you enter Bruiser City once again, you won't be walking out alive as I walk away still your Southern States Wrestling Heavyweight Champion! Yup! Let's go, Jason! We got a title match to win.